What's good, everyone? So clearly I haven't made a YouTube video in a while. I think it's been like almost a month. Just been off my YouTube grind, but I'm starting to post again. I'm planning on posting probably around 2 to 3 times a week here on YouTube. I'm gonna try and give everyone like as much sauce as I possibly can. I feel like there's a big shift in the trading industry right now where a lot of people are actually starting to click with it. And hopefully it's due to people like me really starting to simplify shit on social media. However, social media is a pretty sketchy place for you to be as a trader unless you find the right people. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be reacting to ICT trading TikToks, just day trading TikToks in general, and just, seeing what's right and what isn't, and just giving you guys some good value on it as someone who has traded for over 5 years in time. And I'll drop some credentials right now. This is just one of my Express accounts. 25K on the month. You can see Express account right there. So we've had a good month. I live execute everything. If you guys don't know, you can go watch me do that at the first link down below for completely free for 7 days. Check me out, see what I'm all about. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some of these TikToks here and see
what are your 3 psychological tricks that you use to make millions in the market trading?
So I have 3 psychological tricks that if I would have never used.
Okay, so first off, this is Alex G. Some of you may know him, some of you might not. Pretty controversial guy. He's posts his Bugattis. I think he's faked broker statements. He's gotten caught before. It is what it is. I'm not going to talk shit, but controversial guy nonetheless. So here's his psychology tips.
Used correctly, I would have never even made my first $100,000 in the market. And a lot of people teach them, but they teach them incorrectly. The first one is you do not ever want to backtest. Backtest.
Okay, come on, bro. You know what? This has been a debate in the trading community for honestly a pretty long time. And I just think it's stupid. You should backtest. Why? There's no reason. Okay, regardless of what you think, if you think backtesting is good or bad, backtesting can't hurt you, okay? All you're doing is collecting data on your model, okay? In trading, there is trading mechanically and trading discretionarily. And I think to be a really good trader, you obviously need both. My model is based a lot off of being mechanical. When you have a mechanical edge, you yourself, not your mentor, not your guru, you need to backtest that data for yourself to see if the edge is profitable with the way you trade and the way you're wired. Okay, you go and collect 3 months of data, 6 months of data, a year of data. You're like, oh shit, I'm profitable. Or maybe you're like, oh shit, I'm not profitable. Where can I look at my data of things I can change? Oh, for me, it was like I traded for 2 years. I was doing good. And I looked, I'm like, oh, I've been trading Mondays. I lose a lot of Mondays. I cut out Mondays. It increased my win rate by 15% because I went back and looked at my data and back tested Mondays. I'm like, the model's not as good on Mondays for a couple of reasons I'm not going to talk about in this video. I touch on that in reels and stuff. But nonetheless, hot take, I think back testing is great.
Is going to give you a false perception of how fast the market can move, and it doesn't give you a real form of testing on the strategy.
It was all live
ever back test. Only live test. You want to trade in the present, not in the past. Second is going to be to testing on a demo account. You're never going to become a professional race car driver by driving on a simulator. You're going to become a professional by driving on the real road. If anything, the simulator gives you false expectations of what it is to be actually on the real road. And then third, without a doubt, is only listen to yourself. Do not let any of your friends influence your trades. Don't let your girlfriend, don't let your cousin. You make a decision on the trade. Don't let anybody else influence your decision.
Look. The last part is actually like relatively okay. And the fact that, look, you want to get your knowledge from someone credible or a couple of credible people. You want to go and trade a profitable model, right? You can't, what are the odds you create your own out of thin air, right? So go learn a set of concepts, ICT, supply and demand, whatever it is. Once you learn that, I think it is a good thing, especially when you're in Discord. A lot of people get confused in Discord. They have their analysis, they've learned the model, they see a setup, but someone else is like, they're like, oh, I'm in shorts. It's like, bro, why the fuck would you be in shorts? Which, by the way, whoever's saying this is fucking unprofitable as shit. And you're like, oh shit, 2 people are in longs. Maybe I'll get out of this position and get in a long. And then you lose the trade and you're like, fuck, I was right initially. So again, once you're in a trade, stick to your trading plan, stick to your model. Don't let outside confluences get in the way. If you know your model, trade it, and look at your data after trading it. You'll probably be profitable if it's good. All right, anyways, let's move on here. Bro, guys, if we're using buy and sell indicators in 2025, you are genuinely cooked. You are genuinely cooked, okay? Now look, it's one thing if you've coded a crazy algorithm and you have years in the market and you test the data and it looks good, but if you go to TradingView and you download a random buy and sell indicator and think that, oh shit, I'm just gonna buy and sell every time it gives me a signal and I'm gonna be profitable. That's not the case, bro. A lot of you, I've been through that trap. A lot of you have been through that trap. No, you need narrative, you need a model. Half of this shit is just based off of premium and discount. So unless you know an algorithm is profitable, don't go and download buy and sell signals, bro. This isn't gonna help you. Learn a real set of concepts, please.
The five most important ICT concepts.
Next we got Casper. So I think this dude's great. He dealt drugs. I don't know. He's got some controversy, but the concepts he teaches is good. He did go to jail for drugs, but I don't know. I don't really know anything about that, but let's watch this video.
In 50 seconds. 1, a fair value gap. When a candle leaves a gap between the one before it and the one after it, price often returns to fill these gaps later. 2, an inverted fair value gap. When a gap gets broken, this tells you the original move failed and a reversal is coming. 3, a liquidity sweep. When price briefly takes out a high or a low and then immediately reverses, this traps traders on the wrong side. 4, market structure. Higher highs and higher lows is a bullish market. Lower highs and lower lows is a bearish market. Simple but powerful. 5 is a structure break. When price breaks through a previous high or low with force and a fair value gap, this tells us that the market is moving to the next level.
Okay, so I don't really see anything wrong with this video. This is obviously just for beginners. It's the 5 most important ICT concepts. I would say more like entry confluences. Concepts at a whole, in general, maybe this is biased, maybe this isn't. If you don't have market maker model in there, or PO3, I don't know why. Because I know Casper teaches market maker model. I've seen his YouTube, so maybe he should throw that in there. Just a thought. Overall, that's fine, I'm not gonna lie, expectations were bad going into that, but that was fine. Look, he's marking out good targets. Let's go. Blind bias and draw on liquidity, boom, hourly high. You have a high time frame PO3 into it. Hourly low is not necessary there. Previous week's high, great target. CISD. Expecting bullish hourly. Let's tap into another hour. I don't know if he's marking out his gaps correctly, unless I'm blind. Looks like great model, bro. That's practically what I trade. Was expecting bad, but hey, W Micah trades, I guess.
ICT just stands for I can't trade. And if you're
okay, by the way, good content style. ICT equals I can't trade. Okay, let's see what his magic strategy is. By the way, a pretty good thing you can do to tell if anyone is like a fake trader or is just like a marketer and not a real trader is when they say other strategies flat out don't work. Other strategies work, and I'll admit that proudly. I know supply and demand traders that make a shitload of money. I know support and resistance, order flow, all that sort of shit. I know a guy who trades regressions and EMAs. I know people who have algorithms. All of them are profitable, and I trade ICT. I'm profitable. We all recognize that because at a certain point, We all take similar trades just when you get to a discretionary point. But at the end of the day, a lot of it's a game of probability. So when you see someone saying like, ICT doesn't work or supply and demand doesn't work, bro, look, I think like supply and demand's way harder to learn than the way I trade. I'll say that. I think it's way harder to turn profitable. I think it's a, lower chance you do. But that's just my experience, and that's a lot of people's experience. Okay, let's see.
You're still trading these fair value gaps, then you're just gambling. In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to show you exactly how to trade using my mind over market strategy.
Okay, we got the mind over market strategy.
So the first thing I see when I look at this market is this big push to the downside. And I see that we just shifted bearish because we just shifted under this.
Okay, so that right there is an ICT concept. That is a change in the state of delivery.
Higher low. So this becomes our new lower low, and this is our lower high. And we know that the market moves.
That's market structure. That's not really ICT. Okay.
In lower lows and lower highs, and as you can see, this leg hasn't put in its lower high yet. So our job is to predict this lower high so we can catch this lower low. To do that, we mark the most previous low and high.
Okay, so basically he's saying high, low, we need another high, and then we go lower, which, if you have narrative.
We look for a precise area inside this range that gives us at least 3 rejections. We have this beautiful area of interest right here with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rejections, making this area valid. So all we do is wait for the price to reach this area, make sure we reject it, and then catch the lower low. Now, if I skip a couple candles, you see that we do end up tagging into the area. And as you guys can see, price gave us this rejection candle right here, along with this head and shoulders pattern right here, and the...
Oh, okay, so we're saying ICT, I can't trade, and he's trading a head and shoulders pattern. Okay, that's the issue right there. That's the issue right there. Jeez. Okay, so he's using market structure. He's using a change in state of delivery because he didn't even break the low. So that's ICT. He's using market structure and either probably support and resistance in his key area.
EMA. So right now, price is screaming at me that...
And he just said EMA and head and shoulders. So you're using patterns, ICT, but you don't know it, and support and resistance.
It's about to have a reversal. So this is when I drop down to the 30-minute and look for my entry. Once I drop down to the 30-minute, I'm only going to be looking for 2 things. The first one is going to be for the 30-minute to shift structure, and the second is a pullback and engulfing candlestick to enter my trade on.
Okay, and then, a break and retest. So there's like 4 different strategies in this entry model, and, whatever. If you're profitable with it, hey, I'm not going to diss it. But saying ICT, I can't trade, and then proceeding to use like 4 different sets of trading concepts is low-key crazy. I'm not going to lie. No hate. But ICT equals I can't trade. I don't know.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Hit my grandma with a pack of cabbage, hit my little niece with a tricycle, hit my little nephew with a damn tie rod, hit my mama with a patch of tie, hit my uncle with a piece of goat. What the fuck?
Dude, look, if you guys know me, if you're in my group, you know I don't trade Mondays, and I tell everyone pretty much avoid Mondays. Like I said, I increased my win rate by over 15% when I stopped trading Mondays. Because, again, we don't have news on Mondays typically. Usually, in a weekly open, high, low, close, weekly profile, it's the open and consolidation. And historically, it's just not great with my model. So, this is pretty fucking funny, to be honest.
Here are the 3 best trading videos that completely transformed my trading, turning me from unprofitable to
All right, we got PB Blake. This guy's a fucking dog. I love Blake.
profitable. Starting off, we got Mark Douglas's Trading Psychology. If you
don't even need to watch the rest of the video. This is probably one of the best trading videos of all time. If you want to go get the book, you can get the book. If you want to read or watch the entire segment on YouTube, everyone, if you are serious about trading, should go watch Trading in the Zone. It's called Trading Psychology. You can also look up Trading in the Zone. You'll find the same thing. This dude has coached 8 and 9 figure traders. It's insane. Enough said. W. Blake.
Trading is the most fucking low ROI business model of all time. You're gonna lose it all. You're gonna lose it all.
Holy clip, that's gonna be a clip bar.
Trading is the lowest ROI business model. We got fucking Clav here. What is it? Wait. Isn't this chick kicking with everyone in Miami?
I'm telling you, trading.
I saw her with Riley. I don't know if Dodgy was there. I don't know.
Do not fucking trade, ever. Do not trade. Trading is just gambling. Trading is gambling, but people think it's way more fucking, sophisticated than it is. Because gambling,
These guys.
gambling just
I don't
appeals
know.
to normies, right? With the colors of shit, right? It's appealing to normies, but stocks, they make you think it's like a complicated thing. Trading is.
I mean, look, that's what I've heard from all my family members, all my friends. Trading is gambling. Day trading is gambling. That's all you're gonna fucking hear. Literally just go on Twitter and look at how many people are making millions of dollars every single month, either from prop firms or from their own live capital. Consistently. Bro, go look at Jade Cap, bro. He's been doing this shit for 10 years. He takes 7-figure payouts. Like, this isn't, it's not gambling if you have an edge and you know how to put risk on the table in a correct manner and don't trade emotionally. If trading was the lowest ROI business model, then why do some of the biggest companies on the planet trade? Like, why is that their business model? Hedge funds, bro. Hedge fund is the lowest ROI business model on the planet. That's fucking fried. Maybe he tried to get into options. Maybe Clav lost a lot of money. Who knows,
The
bro?
most fucking low ROI.
Self-explanatory. If you use that, your fair value gaps fail you because you are entering too early. The problem is that you see the gap and you want to enter the second price taps into it. Basically saying you know for a fact that this fair value gap is going to reject and provide you a winning trade, which in reality, you're not waiting for any true confirmation, which can lead you to being stopped out before the actual true move happens. Let's fix that. In this scenario, we have just had a market structure shift to the downside and we have formed a clear fair value. Okay, I put this video in here because I see so many people in my Discord try to just rip fair value gaps off a limit order and get destroyed. I do want to see price tap into this, but I'm not going to enter straight away. I'm going to wait for one specific entry confirmation. That's going to be a change in the state of delivery back to... Okay, look, when you're trading out of your point of interest, like for me, it's a 15-minute gap. I'm not going to set a limit order at that 15-minute gap. What I'm going to do is I wait for price to tap into it and then get a 1-minute IFEG or CIST. Wait for an entry confirmation out of gaps if you have the risk to reward to do it. I put that in because it's simply going to save a lot of you.
Sniper, 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 sniper. Wifey, 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 wifey. That's so wifey.
Back test and realize how useless ICT and SMC concepts are. I can't even see what's on his chart. Check this out. Show a payout. Okay, let's check this dude's account. Look, guys, it doesn't take a lot to see if someone's telling the truth.
Order filled.
Get a load. Again, bro, I don't want to hate, but look, this is just genuinely fried. People will post shit just to get views. Well, anyways, guys, hopefully you got a good amount of value from that. The next YouTube video I'm going to post is going to be a case study of hopefully this $30,000 a month. Actually, no, I'm probably going to keep it at 25K on one of my accounts. And then I have 4 payouts locked in on that one Express account. And for my 5th one, I'm going to try and rack it up really high and actually go live with Top Step. I've kind of been dodging going live with Top Step for a good amount of time. I usually just like to rinse and repeat the Express accounts, but I figured may as well do it. It's either going to be Top Step or Take Profit Trader. I haven't really decided. I'm pretty close to live account with both of them. So I will be doing a case study on pretty much this entirely flawless month. I did trade Asia a couple times. Most of you guys have not seen my Asia trade, so that's going to be my next YouTube video. I'll probably be posting at the end of this week for that video, purely because I want to see how the rest of the week goes and see if I can keep it flawless. Besides that, again, if you do want to learn a profitable strategy, go and click the first link down below, and I'll see you guys later.